have some terrible news for you. And I have some wonderful news for you. The terrible news is that you are never going to find what you are looking for. Not in this video, not in a Himalayan cave, not in a microdose of psilocybin, and certainly not in the comment section of a YouTube short. The wonderful news? You can't find it because you never lost it. But you clicked. Of course you clicked, because you are a seeker. You are on the path. You are vibrating at a frequency that is, well, let's be honest, mostly anxiety and caffeine. You want the secret. You want the shortcut. You want to know how to kill your ego, transcend your suffering, and become a being of pure light, preferably before your Uber Eats arrives. It is adorable, really. It is the cosmic equivalent of a dog chasing its own tail, catching it, and then wondering why the pain in its arse is getting worse. You see, the entire industry of spirituality relies on one fundamental lie. The lie that you are broken. The lie that you are a self that needs to be fixed, polished, upgraded, and monetized. And you love that lie. You are addicted to it. Because as long as you are seeking, you don't have to actually be. Seeking is a great distraction. It's a noble profession. Someone asks you, "What do you do?" And you say, "Oh, me. I'm working on myself. I'm healing my inner child. My root chakra is currently in foreclosure, but my third eye? 20/20 vision, baby." Let's look at your resume, shall we? You have read The Power of Now, ironically, mostly while worrying about the future. You have tried meditation, which mostly consisted of you sitting silently, thinking about how good you are at sitting silently, and then getting angry because a car honked outside. You thought, "Doesn't that driver know I am being peaceful right now?" The audacity. You have probably bought crystals, rocks. You bought rocks to fix your personality. Do you understand how funny that is? You are a biological supercomputer, the apex of billions of years of evolution, and you think a piece of amethyst is going to fix your abandonment issues. This is what we call the spiritual marketplace. It is a carnival, and you are the mark. You are trading your worldly materialism for spiritual materialism. Instead of wanting a Ferrari, you want enlightenment. It is the same desire. It is the same greed. It is the same ego. It's just wearing yoga pants and smells like patchouli. You treat enlightenment like it's a destination, like it's Disneyland for the soul. You think one day, if you meditate hard enough, the clouds will part, a gong will sound, and you will permanently enter a state of bliss where you never have to pay taxes or feel awkward in an elevator again. That is not enlightenment. That is a stroke. You are hoping for a lobotomy, not liberation. Here is the punchline. The reason you haven't found peace is because you are the noise. You are looking for silence by screaming "shut up" at the universe. This is the cosmic joke. The universe is playing a game of hide and seek with itself, and right now, it is hiding in you. It is pretending to be a confused, anxious little primate who thinks it is separate from everything else. You think you are an entity inside a body, looking out at a world that is alien to you. You feel like a stranger. But you didn't come into this world. You came out of it, like a wave comes out of the ocean. You are not a wave having a human experience. You are the entire ocean waving. But you're a wave that is terrified of the water. You are a wave running toward the shore, screaming, "Help! I'm going to crash. I need to find the ocean. Where is the ocean?" And the other waves are like, "Dude, you're wet. Relax." But you don't relax. You buy a book called 10 Steps to Finding Water. You hire a guru wave who says, "For $99 a month, I will show you the wetness." And you pay him. You pay him to tell you what you already are. It is like searching your entire house for your glasses, tearing the sofa apart, accusing your roommate of theft, calling the police, while the glasses are on your face. The very mechanism you are using to search is the thing you are searching for. What you are looking for is what is looking. This is why Zen masters are so annoying. You ask them, "Master, what is the meaning of life?" And they hit you with a stick. Or they say, "Did you eat your rice? Then wash your bowl." They aren't being cryptic. They are being literal. They are trying to snap you out of the trance of tomorrow. They are trying to show you that this mundane, boring, irritating moment is it. This is the miracle. You sitting there, breathing, digesting your lunch, scrolling on a glowing rectangle. This is the direct experience of the Absolute. Disappointing, isn't it? You wanted fireworks. You wanted levitation. You wanted to open your chakras and see the matrix code. But instead, you just get this. And the ego hates this. The ego hates the present moment because the ego cannot survive in the present. The ego needs a problem to solve. It needs a future to worry about. If you are fully here, fully now, the ego dissolves. It starves to death. So the ego invents a problem. It says, "I am not enlightened yet. I need to work on myself. I need to clear my past lives. I need to align my energies." And boom, you are back on the hamster wheel. The search continues. The ego is safe. You are afraid to empty your mind because you think you will lose yourself. You are afraid that if you stop rowing the boat, you will drown. But the current knows the way better than you do. You are like a bird that is obsessed with its cage, even though the door has been open for years. You are standing in the doorway, debating the philosophy of flight instead of just spreading your wings. You carry the past like a bag of bricks and then complain that your back hurts. You obsess over the future, which is just a fantasy you made up to scare yourself. Be here now, they say. And you say, "Okay, I'll put be here now on my to-do list for next Tuesday." You miss the point every single time. So, what do? Nothing. And I don't mean do nothing as a technique. I don't mean aggressively relax so you can get a better score on your meditation app. I mean, stop trying to be anything other than what you are. If you are anxious, be anxious. If you are bored, be bored. If you are a mess, be a mess. The moment you stop fighting your experience, the moment you stop trying to manipulate the moment into something better, the war ends. You are not the doer. You never were. You are the witnessing presence in which the doing happens. The grass grows by itself. You don't have to go out into the yard and pull on the blades of grass to make them grow faster. You will just ruin the lawn. But you won't stop. I know you won't. You are going to finish this audio, and you are going to click on another one. You are going to look for the next answer, the better explanation, the faster technique. Because the joke is too simple. It is too obvious. You can't accept that you are already the police officer, the arsonist, and the burning building all at once. You want the drama. You want the chase. So go ahead. Keep searching. Keep meditating until your knees explode. Keep buying the crystals. Keep chasing the dragon of self-improvement. The universe has infinite patience. It will wait for you to get the joke. It will wait for you to tire yourself out. It will wait for you to realize that the only thing standing between you and enlightenment is the idea that you need to find it. But until you realize that, you are going to keep spinning in circles. You are going to keep looking for the secret. And you know why? Because